All right, shalom, 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 shalom. All praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shemal Shai, Bahajam Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and a salute and a shalom to all the Akim that are out to labor pushing this truth in all sincerity and in truth. This is another ancient manner and custom lesson. White garments. White garments. Now, white stands for purity. All right. This is the book of Ecclesiastes 9, chapter 9, verse 8. It says, let thy garments always be white. It says, in the warm countries of the East, white clothing is more frequently and generally worn than with us. This allusion to white garments is a beautiful, a figurative exhortation to perpetual purity of character. See, now what does that remind you of? Well, let me get it. Revelation 14 and 4, it says, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins. These are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh and to the Lamb. And in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of Yahweh Shemal Shai. Right, man? Now, when a woman is married, or I'll say this, when a woman is when a woman and her husband is in the wedding ceremony, right? The woman wears what? White, right? What does white garment in the Bible, white clothes symbolizes purity, holiness, righteousness, and divine approval. See? It says representing cleansed sins and victory over evil. Notably seen in the book of Revelation, where the redeemed wear white robes as a sign of their salvation and closeness to Yahweh Shemal Shai, contrasting with dark colors signifying mourning or sin. They signify the righteousness of saints, often disclosed as fine linen, clean and bright, right? And are promised as a reward for overcoming, linking to priestly garments of purity in the Old Testament, right? Say what? White robes? Let's see. All right. This is Revelation. All right. It say what? For they are virgins, right? So the elect are virgins, right? Because they won't be defiled by these other philosophies, by these other doctrines. They won't be defiled with women, and the women are these other philosophies, these other doctrines. Okay, the elect will stay away from the immoral woman. All right. Let's get Revelation 6. Revelation 6 and 11, it says, and white robes were given unto every one of them. Well, hold on. I saw the 9. And when he opened the 5th seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of Yahweh and for the testimony which they held. It says, and they cried with a loud voice, saying, how long, O Yahweh Shemal Shai, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth? And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season until their fellow servants also and their brethren should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. Right, man? So white robes were given to them, man, because they got victory, man. They got the victory. See, man? They kept themselves pure, man. It says, let's see. Yep, it says, and one that will be readily appreciated by the Oriental mind, may Yahweh blacken his face, is a common imprecation in the East. Okay, well, I ain't gonna read that. It says in the Bible there are a number of references to white garments as typical of purity. In Daniel 7 and 9, the deity is represented as clad in a white garment, white as snow. When Yahweh Shai was transfigured, his raiment was white as the light. Matthew 17 and 2. The angels appeared in white robes when the disciples visited the tomb of their risen Lord. Matthew 28 and 3, and Mark 16 and 5. Luke 24 and 4, John 20 and 12. Also when he ascended into heaven. The redeemed are to be clothed in white, right? Revelation 7 and 13, it says, and one of the elders answered, saying unto me, what are these which are arrayed in white robes, and whence came they? And I said unto him, Sir, thou knowest. And he said unto me, these are they which came out of great tribulation, and have washed their robes, and made them white in the blood of the Lamb. Right? Now, let's get Psalms. Is it Psalms 32? Let's get Psalms 32 real quick. Psalms 32, yep, and 1 to 2, it says, a Psalm of David, Mashal. It says, blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven and whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom Yahweh Shemal Shai imputeth not iniquity, and in whose spirit there is no guile. See? Says, yes. What joy for those whose record Yahweh Shemal Shai has cleared of guilt, whose lives are lived in complete honesty. See, man? So, the elect, their record has been cleared of guilt, man. And they live their lives in complete honesty, man. They follow the Lamb whithersoever they go, man. All right, man. And they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth, man. All right? They say what? My sheep hear my voice. I know them and they follow me. See? They say what? And they know not the voice of strangers. So the elect only know the voice of Yahweh Shai. All right, man. They know how. All right, man. They know how Yahweh Shah talks. They know how Yahweh Shah pronounces certain Hebrew words, man. The elect knows. The elect, they know that, man. They know his voice, man. They know how he pronounces certain words, man. See? All right, man. So, with that, I'll say all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakak Kodash. Shalom.